Welcome student. In this part of the video I am going to start a new chapter, haloalkanes and haloarenes. As in our previous class or in 11th class we have learned about hydrocarbons, and whenever we are talking about the halogen derivatives of hydrocarbons, so the halogen derivative of hydrocarbon can either be haloalkane or it can be haloarene. So let's take or just check the introduction part of haloalkane and haloarenes. What is haloarene? Haloalkane. This haloalkane, where this halo word means halogen, it belongs to halogen. Haloalkanes will be the aliphatic hydrocarbon. As I already told you, haloalkanes and haloarenes are the halogen derivatives, because halo is represented here, so this halo means halogen. So the haloalkane and haloarenes are the halogen derivatives of the hydrocarbons. So in which haloalkane will be the aliphatic hydrocarbon. This will be the aliphatic hydrocarbons, or this is also known as alkyl halide. This is the aliphatic hydrocarbon. There are two types of hydrocarbons. One is aliphatic and the another one is aromatic. So haloalkane will be the aliphatic one. It means it is a open chain type hydrocarbon, or this is also termed as alkyl halide. And now how it is obtained? This haloalkane or the alkyl halide is obtained by a replacement of hydrogen atom of an alkane. Suppose we have a alkane or we have a open chain alkane like this, and if there are the hydrogen atoms are present, and suppose the one hydrogen atom is replaced, and in place of this hydrogen atom there is one halogen atom will get attached. Whenever replacement of hydrogen atom is there, so that compound or that group is known as alkyl group. Whenever a hydrogen atom will be replaced, and in place of that hydrogen atom, if one halogen will combine with the hydrocarbon chain or with the aliphatic hydrocarbon chain, then it will be termed as alkyl and halide for the halogen atom. So this is haloalkane is also called alkyl halide, and it is a aliphatic hydrocarbon. Now come to haloarenes. Haloarenes are the aromatic hydrocarbons. As we know, hydrocarbons are of two types, aliphatic and aromatic. So haloalkane are of aliphatic, whereas haloarene are of aromatic hydrocarbons, and they are also known as aryl. Now how this aryl is formed? Again this aryl will formed or it is obtained by the replacement of a hydrogen atom from an arene group. So the representation of haloalkane, because we know we represent the alkyl group as R. Whenever the R alkyl group is attached with X, then it is termed as haloalkane. And whenever the arene or an aromatic group, suppose it is Ar, whenever aryl group, when it is attached with any of the halogen, either fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, then it will be represented as ArX. And where X is, it can be fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. It can any of the halogen. Now let's come to the classification of haloalkane as well as haloarenes. So the classification can be done, the first classification can be on the basis of aliphatic hydrocarbon and on the basis of aromatic hydrocarbon. The next classification can be done by the number of halogen atom present in the compound. First, it can be done by the number of halogen atom present in the compound. It can be done by the nature of carbon atom, and it can also be done by the hybridization of the carbon atom which is attached to the halogen group. So let us take the first classification as the number of halogen atom present. Suppose we have a compound, and in that compound there is only one halogen atom is present. Suppose only one halogen atom is present in the compound, then that compound is known as monohalo compound. Mono means one. If there is only one halogen group is present, so it is termed as monohalo compound. Now let's take an example. Suppose I have an example. Suppose I have an open chain compound, ethyl group is present, or it is alkyl group, and one halogen atom is attached, that is chlorine is attached to it. Only one halogen atom is attached to it. So it is known as monohalo compound because only one halogen group is attached to it, and the name of this compound is chloroethane, or the common name will be ethyl chloride, you can say. Similarly, if this is for haloalkane type compound, suppose I have to write down the compound for haloarine type compound. So for arene group, I must have a aryl chain, or I must have a aryl ring, or the aryl ring can be a benzyl ring like this. If I have this ring, and in place of one hydrogen here, it is replaced by some of the halogen. Suppose it is again replaced by one chlorine here. This hydrogen is replaced by one chlorine here. So the name of this compound will be mono chlorobenzene, or it is simply it is chlorobenzene, you can say. And only the replacement from only one halogen is present, so it is termed as monohalo compound or monohalo group. The monohalo compound, either haloalkane or haloarene it may be. And the number of halogen atom is 1 here. Now come to the next. If number of halogen atoms are 2, so it is termed as di. If number of halogen atoms are 2, then it will be termed as di. And suppose in case of di, suppose if I am taking an example of dihalo compound. So dihalo compounds means there must be two halogen groups attached to the alkyl chain. Suppose here in ethyl group, suppose two halogen are present in this ethyl group, so the name of this compound will be, the name of this compound then gets converted into 1 comma 1, or you we can just say dichloroethane. The name of this compound is dichloroethane. Similarly, for haloarene type compound, if we have a aryl chain or aryl ring is there, and suppose the two halogen groups are present there in this haloarene type structure, so the name of this compound will be dichlorobenzene, or because two chlorine groups are present, so it is termed as dichloro or dihalo sometimes. Now come to the next. If polyhalo compounds are there, it means when more than two compounds are present there, so the name of the compound, suppose it can be written as tri tetra. So in general it is written as polyhalo type compound. So in polyhalo type compound, suppose it is CH3, and all the three hydrogen are replaced by 3Cl, so it is termed as trichloroethane for the haloalkane. And if we have to make the structure for haloarene, so the structure can be like this. All the three chlorine are present, so it will be termed as trichlorobenzene as well. So more than two halogen, if more than two halogens are present in any of the compound, then that is termed as polyhalo compounds. Now there is a fact, when there is dihalo compound, so in dihalo compounds two type of more compounds can be formed. This can be seen here. If I have a dihalo compound can further be classified into two parts. Dihalo compounds can be of two parts. One is known as gem dihalide, or it is also called geminal dihalide, and the another one is called as vicinal dihalide. Jam and vicinal, two type of dihalides can be possible. Now let's differentiate both. If we have jam dihalide, it means jam dihalide means the halogen group is present both the, because it is dihalide, so all the halogen or both the halogen or the two halogens are present on the same carbon atom, then it will be termed as jam dihalide. When the two halogen, because di is there, so it means two halogen groups should be there, and if two halogen groups are present on the different carbon atom, then it is termed as vicinal dihalide. So let's take an example of jam dihalide. Jam, as I told you, jam dihalide means the when the halogen groups are present, two halogen groups are present on same carbon atom like this. Here it is. If I have a ethyl group and all the two halogen atoms, these two chlorine are present on the same carbon atom, this if this is carbon atom 1 and this is carbon atom 2, and the both the chlorine are present in carbon atom 1, so it is termed as jam dihalide. Similarly, come to the vicinal dihalide. When the two halogen groups are present in different carbon atoms like this, So it will be termed as vicinal dihalide whenever the halogen group is both the halogen groups are present on two different carbon atom, then it will be termed as vicinal dihalide. So here it is present in 1 and 2, first carbon atom and the second carbon atom, so it is termed as vicinal dihalide. अगर एक ही कार्बन एटम के ऊपर दोनों हेलोजन ग्रुप प्रेजेंट है, it can be X, it can be chlorine, bromine, iodine, हेलोजन्स एंड अगर वो हेलोजन हमारे पास एक ही कार्बन एटम में प्रेजेंट है तो हम उसे कहेंगे जैम डाइहाइलाइड। ये केवल और केवल डाई हेलो कंपाउंड्स के लिए ही पॉसिबल है। अगर एक ही कार्बन एटम में प्रेजेंट है तो उन्हें हम बोलेंगे जैम डाइहाइलाइड। अगर वो दोनों डिफरेंट कार्बन एटम्स में दो अलग अलग हेलोजन ग्रुप अगर दो अलग अलग कार्बन एटम्स पे हेलोजन ग्रुप प्रेजेंट है तो उसे बोला जाता है vicinal dihalide. So the name of this jam dihalide, the IUPAC name of this compound will be 1,1-dichloroethane, and the name of this vicinal dihalide will be 1,2-dichloroethane. Now come to the next classification. Next classification is according to the nature of carbon atom. Suppose this carbon atom will be a alpha carbon atom. We can say it the nature of alpha carbon atom. Now first of all, what is alpha carbon atom? अल्फा कार्बन एटम वो कार्बन एटम होगा जिससे डायरेक्ट हेलोजन एटम अटैच होगा. द कार्बन एटम इन विच डायरेक्टली द हेलोजन एटम विल बी अटैच्ड. सपोज ये दो कार्बन एटम हमारे पास हैं तो अल्फा कार्बन एटम उस कार्बन एटम को कहेंगे जिससे डायरेक्टली हेलोजन एटम अटैच है. तो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द नेचर ऑफ अल्फा कार्बन एटम 3 टाइप में हम क्लासीफाई कर सकते हैं हेलो एल्केन एंड हेलो एरीन्स को. वन इज प्राइमरी हेलो एल्केन, सेकेंडरी हेलो एल्केन एंड द टर्शरी हेलो एल्केन. इन बेसिस पे अगर हम इन्हें क्लासीफाई करें तो लेट्स चेक कैसे हम इन्हें क्लासीफाई कर सकते हैं. अगर अल्फा कार्बन एटम, बिकॉज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू अल्फा कार्बन एटम वो होगा जो डायरेक्टली हेलोजन ग्रुप से अटैच्ड है, उसको हम अल्फा कार्बन एटम कहेंगे. इफ अल्फा कार्बन एटम इज अटैच्ड टू वन मिथाइल ग्रुप, ठीक है, और वन एल्काइल ग्रुप यू कैन से, ठीक है. इफ कंडीशन इज इफ अल्फा कार्बन एटम attached to one alkyl group, 1R, then it will be termed as primary haloalkane. Now let's take the example. Suppose the alpha carbon atom is this. Suppose this CH2 is directly attached to Cl and this will be termed as alpha carbon atom. This is called as alpha carbon atom. And if it is directly if it is attached to only one alkyl group, then it is called as primary haloalkane, or we can say it 1 degree haloalkane. Similarly, this come to the secondary haloalkane. The condition will be changed in secondary whenever the alpha carbon atom is attached to two alkyl groups. Whenever it is attached to two alkyl groups, it means if it is again it is the alpha carbon and now it is attached with two different alkyl groups. Suppose one is R and another one is R dash and one is hydrogen. So it will be known as secondary haloalkane, or it is known as 2 degree haloalkane as well. Now come to the tertiary one. Tertiary means if the condition will change in tertiary if alpha carbon atom is attached to 3 alkyl groups. Now if alpha carbon atom is CCl is the alpha carbon atom and it is attached to three different alkyl group, one is R, another one is R dash and the fourth one, suppose the fourth one is R double dash. If this carbon atom is attached with R, R dash and R double dash, it means there are three alkyl groups, so it will be known as tertiary haloalkane, or it will be also known as 3 degree haloalkane. This R can be any of the alkyl group. It can be CH3, it can be CH3CH2. This R can be any of the alkyl groups here. Now the next one is on the basis of hybridization of the carbon atom or dead carbon atom which is attached to the halogen atom. Now let's check it. So on the basis of hybridization of the carbon atom or dead carbon atom which is bonded to the halogen atom directly. So it can be divided into two parts if we have to classify on the basis of hybridization. So we have to check in two cases wherever the carbon atom which is directly attached to this halogen, if that carbon atom is sp3 hybridized, this is the first case, and if the carbon atom is attached to halogen with that is of sp2 hybridized. That will be of second case of the classification. जब भी कोई कार्बन एटम sp3 हाइब्रिडाइजेशन शो करता है, इट मीन उसमें जितने भी बॉन्ड्स प्रेजेंट हैं, जितने भी उसके सराउंड जितने भी चारों बॉन्ड्स हैं, द ऑल द बॉन्ड्स विल बी सिंगल बॉन्ड इफ इट इज sp3 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड. But if any carbon atom is sp2 hybridized, it means one bond must be a double bond and the another are the single as well. ठीक है, अगर कार्बन एटम के सारे बॉन्ड सिंगल बॉन्ड्स हैं देन इट इज हाइब्रिडाइजेशन विल बी sp3. अगर एक बॉन्ड भी डबल बॉन्ड हुआ तो हाइब्रिडाइजेशन sp2 होता है. सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस क्लासिफिकेशन, अगर हम पहला कंडीशन लें, अगर कार्बन एटम हैविंग हाइब्रिडाइजेशन sp3, तो दो तरीके से हम उसे क्लासीफाई कर सकते हैं. एक को एलाइलिक हेलाइड्स कहते हैं जो हेलो एल्कीन फॉर्म करेंगे, एक को बेंजाइलिक हेलाइड कहेंगे जो हेलो अरेंजिने फॉर्म करेंगे. So firstly check करते हैं allylic halides. So in case of allylic halides will be those halides in which the carbon atom which is bonded to the halogen will be sp3 hybridized. The carbon atom which is bonded to the halogen atom, this will be sp3 hybridized. It means it must has a single bond with all in all the direction. But the next carbon atom, the carbon atom adjacent to this carbon atom, that must have a double bond with some another carbon atom. अगर ऐसी कंडीशन है, वो कार्बन एटम जो डायरेक्टली हेलोजन से अटैच है वो तो sp3 हाइब्रिडाइज्ड है, लेकिन उसके जस्ट एडजेसेंट वाला कार्बन एटम जो डायरेक्टली अटैच होगा, इसको हम अल्फा कहेंगे, जो इसके जस्ट बाद वाला होगा इट विल बी टर्म्ड एज बीटा. उसके जस्ट एडजेसेंट वाला, और यू कैन से इट बीटा, अगर वो कार्बन एटम sp2 हो बीटा वाला, तो दैट particular halide or that carbon atom will be termed as allylic carbon, या फिर इस पूरे halide को हम बोलते हैं allylic halide. So let's take an example. Suppose we have CH2 double bond CH CH2 Cl2. So this carbon atom 1 is directly according to the counting 1, 2 and 3, these will be the numbering. So carbon atom 3 is directly attached to halogen Cl. This carbon atom is sp3 hybridized. You can see one single bond is there, one single bond is there, one single bond with one hydrogen and another single bond with another hydrogen, because two H2 are present. And the adjacent carbon atom to the third one is second one, it is having one double bond, it means it is sp2, but this one is sp3. So whenever the halogen is attached with sp3 carbon atom and the adjacent to that sp3 carbon atom is sp2, that halide will be known as allylic halide. Now come to the benzylic one. And similarly in case of benzylic, because we are discussing the case of carbon atom attached to halogen must have the sp3 hybridization. So if I take a benzene ring for that, and for discussing the example for this, suppose this is the example, this will be termed as benzylic halide. Why it is benzylic halide? Why? Because the condition is, we have to follow this condition. The carbon atom which is directly attached to halogen must have sp3 hybridization, and the adjacent carbon to this carbon atom must have the sp2 hybridization. And here it is following the conditions. This CH2, this CH, 1H, 1H and 1 Cl, and one this ring is attached with a single bond. All the four bonds are single for this carbon atom, so it is sp3 hybridized. But the next, this carbon atom having sp2 hybridization which is attached to the sp3, that's why it is named as benzylic halide. Now come to the next condition according to the hybridization. If the hybridization of carbon atom is sp2 which is directly attached to halogen, that having the hybridization is sp2. So let's take an example. Suppose I have an example CH2 double bond CHCl. So this is my carbon which is directly attached to the halogen. So and also it is having one double bond. So it means its hybridization is sp2. So that halide or the whole halide will be termed as vinylic halide, or that carbon atom, especially this carbon atom or the alpha carbon atom which is directly attached to this chlorine, it will be termed as a vinylic carbon atom also. Now come to the arylic part. Similarly in case of arylic also, if through a ring or this aryl ring, if directly any of the halide group will be attached with it, because we know this here it is carbon atom, the structure will be like this. all the 6 carbon atoms are present here, and the structure will be like this: one double bond is here, one double bond, and one double, all the alternate double bonds are here, and through this carbon atom one halogen is present. So what is happening? Through carbon atom containing double bond is directly attached to the halogen. So this carbon atom is containing double bond and it is directly attached to this halogen, so it will be termed as aryl halide. So these are the 4 type of halide according to the basis of hybridization. Allylic halides, when the carbon atom attached to halogen is sp3 and the adjacent one is sp2. Similarly, benzylic halide, when the ring is there and through the ring the carbon atom attached to halogen should be sp3 and that carbon atom must attach with a ring, that will be termed as benzylic halide. And the next, according to sp2 hybridization, again the division in two parts, vinylic and aryl. Vinylic halides will be those halides in which carbon atom having double bond directly attached to halogen, or you can say it is sp2 hybridization. Or in case of arylic, the halogen must be directly attached with the aryl ring, because in aryl ring there are alternate double bonds, so the carbon atom containing double bonds is directly attached to the halogen part here. So that's all for the classification and the introduction part of haloalkane and haloarenes. And now I have some questions for you, so do these questions. And these are some questions, so try to solve these questions. In question first, you have to write down the structure firstly, and then you have to identify the jam and the vicinal dihalides. And in second part, in second question, you have to write down the structure first, and then after you have to identify the primary, secondary and tertiary halides from these 4 questions. So thank you. We will meet in our next video with our new topic. Keep watching.